line going to be drawn that you don't meet the standards of this particular community? And, this is another example of making legal immigration impossible. Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Last Friday, and if you know by now, this administration likes to issue new memos on immigration Friday evening. In today's episode of making the right way and the legal way more difficult, we're talking about citizenship or naturalization process, where they said the good moral character requirement has now going to be a higher standard, saying specifically, moving forward, USCIS officers must account for the alien's positive attributes and not merely an absence of misconduct. Typically, we would show that somebody's been a good moral character by showing they have not committed any crimes. But this is going to allow the officers to go into where the officer can now say, you haven't proven to me that you're a person of good moral character. Now, this sounds like not a big deal, except when it's vague like that, it's going to be subjective to the officer's opinion and can make things very difficult for somebody. Like, what if I already pay my taxes? What if I already take care of my family? How do I prove a negative? How do I prove that there's nothing bad in my life? So I think it sets a dangerous precedent. It's easy to show if somebody has bad character, if you can show their criminal history or they're not paying taxes. This is something that we already do. We always take our clients' tax transcripts with us to our interviews. We've always shown people who have child obligations that they pay their child support. That's how we do things in my office. But now that might not be enough because the officer is not convinced you're a person of good moral character. And this part of the memo doesn't sit well with me, where they say, USCIS will review the complete history of the alien seeking naturalization, and where there's no regulatory or statutory bar exists, requires the alien to present their full story, demonstrating how their life aligns with the pattern of behavior that is consistent to the current ethical standard and expectations of the community for which they reside. So what is this going to be, a standard based on which community you live in? We're going to give the officer that much discretion. What if it's a community where there's different political views, where you have a different view?